Hi Taurus, this is Tarot with Ariana Stock. This is your forecast for September 2022. Let's just dive into this tarot deck and I'll also use some oracle cards. The energy that you're carrying forward from August into September is the Three of Pentacles here. Possibly, you had made minor gains here. I think you needed to be more creative and collaborative. The three always talks about cooperation. Maybe colleagues expected you to cooperate. Other than that, I also believe that this was a time to polish your skills. Maybe some of you also wanted to enhance your skills. Obstacles to overcome with the challenges that September is going to pose for Taurus is the Ten of Pentacles here. This is the material vibration, but this is in the challenge position. So I think you need to be very careful when it comes to financial matters. I think you should also save for a rainy day here. Maybe financial matters could also create disagreements with your loved ones, so you should be careful not to get into unnecessary arguments. I think you also need to take everything with a pinch of salt because it's in the obstacle position. Sometimes clients can promise us much, but then maybe things may not materialize or offers may not materialize. Nevertheless, I think Taurus, you should promote yourself, you should network. Ask your friends and acquaintances to help you out. Maybe they can throw you in the path of other patrons. For some of you, it's also possible that there could be outstation work offers here, but then maybe it is not meeting up to your expectations. Maybe the pay on offer is ridiculously low. Influences for this month, we have the Three of Swords here. This is the Swords energy, so maybe you're going to be making those biting remarks. Taurus, you're somebody who can tolerate a lot of nonsense before you can let it all out. So that is why I think you should maintain calm. Maybe somebody is provoking you to react here, so you could use some unkind words, or you can be very harsh. You're going to be challenged whether emotionally or within the work environment as well. Maybe your boss is also somebody who expects you to get down to business or expects more from you, and this is going to be very demanding on your time. I think in personal relationships also you could be feeling a bit low. Maybe there's an estrangement here, or maybe you're cutting off ties with someone. The universe always has our back, or the universe always has our best interests. All this could also bring in a sense of calm, maybe because the realization is there. Sometimes we don't get what we desire, but then it's for our highest good. As this is the Swords energy, so you're going to be very alert. Your mind is also going to help you make gains here. The first 10 days of September, we have the Seven of Cups. You see this lady, she is weighing upon the choices that she had. Maybe she is also a bit defensive because she has her arms crossed. She is wondering about things that were there or choices that she has, maybe in personal relationships or on the professional front. I think many of you could also be bored on account of the job. Maybe the work environment is very stifling for you, so you're thinking that if you get a better opportunity, then you will pack your bags and leave. Anyhow, Taurus, this is also the time when you will be juggling money and resources because the Two of Pentacles has come up in your reading. It would be imprudent, to take too many risks. The Fool forces us to take risks. The Fool is very adventurous, but then over here the Fool needn't be blinded by what others are saying. Maybe sometimes we rely on other person's judgment because this person has helped us make gains, but it's not always that this person is going to be insightful for you. I think, Taurus, it would be advisable to listen to your own inner voice. Technically also you could be a bit challenged. Maybe you should keep a backup of your plans here. The next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th September, we have the Four of Swords, another Swords in your reading. Like this lady, she is hiding her face. Similarly, I think you need to withdraw from the world. Sometimes, we need to rethink our moves because that's the way forward. or that's what's best for us. However, Taurus, you see there are swords lined up behind this person, so something is brewing in the background, something is amiss here, so you need to be very wary and vigilant. Maybe there are colleagues who are trying to defame you or malign you, or maybe they're also up to mischief. I think the stress of work is something which you need to handle. Taurus, you have those reserves of steel, so you need to tap into that side of your personality. It's going to be a very hectic month. You're going to be dealing with very demanding workers, even a demanding boss. I think someone could also sabotage your ideas. You have to counter envy and jealousy. You need to keep your cards close to your chest. Gadgets could also trouble you. In case you're in the leadership position, I think Taurus, you're going to give a piece of your mind to workers who are sluggish or those who are not professional in their attitude. The final days of September, that is 21st to 30th September, we have the 10 of Wands here. This person is also weighed down on account of these wands which are there on his back. It is making his back a bit bent as well. So these responsibilities are going to weigh heavily upon you. There are going to be those tensions. Maybe you also realize that everything is cyclic in your life. You want clarity. You're back to square one. I think financially you could also be a bit challenged. However, you can be optimistic about your future because the King of Wands has come up in your reading. I think you're going to be in control of situations even if you realize that your plans are not bearing fruit. I think there's going to be an awakening moment. Maybe Taurus, you should also thrash issues. You should discuss things, bury the hatchet and move on. Within the home front, I think you should be sensitive towards your mother especially, or a female person. Well, you will overcome the challenges, and I think your talent is also going to be recognized here. You're going to come good even if the boss underestimates your talent. You're going to prove a point to him or her. With respect to your love life, I have this card from the Love Oracle deck which talks about someday, perhaps in another lifetime. I think Taurus, many of you could be dealing with heartache here because we have the Three of Swords. Sometimes you may feel that this person is connected with a past life, or maybe this person and you realize that maybe if it's not meant to be in this lifetime, maybe you will cross paths again in another lifetime. Perhaps that is why you had the Four of Swords here. You are wondering where the relationship is heading. I think sometimes Taurus, this month could also be gripped by nostalgia. Maybe you feel that you had your chances with respect to matters of the heart, but then there's no use crying over spilt milk. Maybe you think it's a dead end with respect to someone you're crushing on. I think some Taurus, you're also dealing with unrequited love here. Maybe you're pursuing a person who doesn't see any future in this relationship. Maybe this person has other responsibilities here. On the other hand, those of you who are romancing, I think your person is going to be rock solid. Maybe you will also plan weekend getaways, or you will also have dinner dates here. This person could also support you in your hour of need, give you the insight that you require with respect to career matters or financial matters. Married Taurus, I think your spouse is going to support you at work. Maybe you're focusing on accounts or bookkeeping here. Sometimes your spouse could also discuss things, and this could be an eye-opener for you. You may also be concerned about your spouse's financial condition. We do have this card, Divine Feminine, in your reading, which talks about you needing to be more heart-centered. You cannot close off your heart or the heart chakra. It should be more open. You should be more loving, even if you have disappointments with respect to matters of the heart. That doesn't mean that there's not somebody out there for you. You should forgive the person who has harmed you in any way. This could be in any relationship that you find yourself in. I think self-love is the key for Taurus this month. You should also be collaborative. Other than that, Taurus, I also feel that you need to accept the situations, reflect on life, and be more compassionate and nurturing, which you are going to be this month, despite it all. From Lenormand, we have this card, Star. This is very interesting because the star imagery has come twice over. This card did talk about someday in another lifetime, and the sailor is looking up to the star for guidance, or is looking up to the heavens for direction. I think you should trust the universe and you should trust the process that you find yourself in. The last card in this reading is Give Us Your Cares. Archangel Raphael is telling you that you needn't burden yourself with too many worries. Rather, you should ask your angels to step in. You should focus on prayer instead of worrying, because worry only aggravates the situation which you find yourself in. It compounds matters for us. Although Taurus, September is going to be a challenging month, I think you are going to be emerging stronger from the experience that life has to offer for you. I hope, Taurus, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.